Hello YouTube and welcome to my video that is called The Joker's Last Laugh, and it is to do with the new Joker film. What is the joke that the Joker refused to tell the therapist before he killed her at the end? And it is simply this. If I show you this picture, you should have a better understanding. It is when the Joker meets Thomas Wayne and we get Thomas Wayne's opinion on the coming vigilante issues, and he thinks that they're all cowards behind their masks, and he tells this right up to the Joker's face before punching him. So in the Joker's head, for Bruce Wayne to become a vigilante, knowing Thomas Wayne's opinion of them is hilarious. Yes, the Joker didn't directly cause Thomas Wayne's and Martha Wayne's death. He didn't order anybody to do it. He incited. Well, actually, did he incite it? Because the trigger was actually Thomas Wayne's comment, which was, they're all clowns and they need sorting out. That was his comment, and that came from Thomas Wayne. The Joker then shot those 3 New York yuppies from Wall Street who were harassing him and that woman as a way of standing up for himself, after earlier in the film letting that gang of youths beat him up and not standing up because he got given that gun by his friends, in inverted commas, from his employment, when actually they wanted to get him fight, but that's the side plot. So there's 2 factors. Thomas Wayne called everybody clowns. Joker then shot those three yuppies who were bullying him in self-defense. Then the whole clown thing started and people started to riot because, as the film builds and builds, there was super rats, there's health hazards, Gotham's crumbling, there's corruption. Who's going to sort this out? Now, we don't know which people that Thomas Wayne was referring to as clowns. We really don't know. So I think that is hugely interesting. Stop fiddling with the camera. Okay, I will. I think that is why he found it so funny, because the person, we all know that it's Joe Chill that shoots Bruce Wayne's parents. Obviously in this version it's Joe Chill with a clown mask on, I'm assuming, because it's just a random rioter that shoots them. But you'd think that the Waynes would have actually followed the news and wouldn't have gone out during the middle of a riot, or maybe the riot happened around them. Who knows? But they're coming out of the cinema or some versions of the theatre and they get shot. But I don't know why he's attempting to steal the pearls, because the pearls get ripped. So it's clearly a rioting incident, but that is why it's so funny. Because every time the Joker sees Batman, he knows, 1, who he is, that he's Bruce Wayne. 2, he also knows his father's opinion of what he's doing. And for the whole thing to stop, Bruce Wayne needs to ditch the bat and take on the mantle of being Bruce Wayne, the person, to actually combat what's going on in Gotham properly as a regular person, not as a vigilante. And that's an interesting point itself. So we've basically got 3 things. The Joker knows who Batman is. 2, he knows his father's opinion of him. 3, he finds it absolutely hilarious, the situation. Yes, I am wearing this Joker t-shirt, just so you know. And that's basically it. And yes, he did kill the therapist at the end and then went on a good game of chasey around Arkham, because Arkham is now basically his pleasure zone. Weirdly enough, because that is what happens when a mentally deranged person gets shat on from a great height by the rest of society, and even people who are supposed to be helping him, and when funding cuts happen, you end up with a situation like this. Obviously that this is vastly exaggerated because it's based on a comic book, and for people who say the Joker should come with trigger warnings, I fully agree. I was surprised as anybody that when the rating, the official British Film Board of Classification certificate came on at the beginning, it said 15 because of 2 things: bloody violence and language. I was like, but what about the mental health themes? I think that that should have been there as well. And I fully understand why people are linking it today, and inciting people to riot is a crime, by the way. You can get done for that. So, and I fully appreciate the views of lots of people on this movie. But for this movie not to have been made, I think that we would have actually been poorer for it, particularly the Joker character, considering the amount of character development everybody else in DC has actually had, particularly Harley Quinn, who's only been around for 25 years. She's had more character development than Batman and the Joker besides. And actually this film gives the Joker far more character development than Batman has had. And it's supposed to be their 80th anniversary this year. Batman, as a character, hasn't really developed. He's become very, very flat. In fact, when you've got characters like Deadshot calling him out on child endangerment policies in the Suicide Squad comics, with his use of Robins and Batgirls, you know you're on dodgy ground. Batman needs to change, which is one of the reasons why I like White Knight and the Elseworld comics from the wonderful DC Black Label. It's a super comic, check it out, because that's what needs to happen to the main comics. It really does. Batman needs to wake up and smell the coffee, because at the moment he's just the Joker's joke, as this film confirms by the end of it. Hope you've enjoyed this explanation of what the Joker's last laugh is at the end of the Joker film. Please like, comment and subscribe, and thank you for the support. Bye!